Hi Kenneth, thank you so much for joining us for Ordinary Stories. Could you just introduce yourselves to us?
Right, my name's Ken Rotter, and I became a Christian when I was 13, and this was one of the favourite hymns that I had at that age, and this is taken from Ephesians 5 verse 8, where it says, "Walk as children of light." And actually, if you read the first letter of John in the New Testament, you get a far greater explanation of this as well. Anyway, I'll read you the verses of this hymn that I think really strike. Awake, my soul, and with the sun, thy daily stage of duty run. Shake off dull sloth, and joyful rise, to pay thy morning sacrifice. In conversation be sincere, keep conscience as the noonday clear. Think how all-seeing God thy ways, and all thy secret thoughts surveys. Direct control suggest this day all I design, or do, or say, that all my powers, with all their might, in thy sole glory may unite. I think this is a wonderful song and a wonderful thing to do when you wake up in the morning. This was written by Bishop Thomas Ken in about 1700, and it's still true today. So I'd like to describe an incident that happened last Thursday, when I suddenly had a phone call from Mick saying that the piano in the church hall was broken. Could I come and take it away? Because it was a danger to children using the church hall. And so we did. Jackie we were able to set off immediately, and Jackie came with me, and so we needed to go down to the church hall and take the piano apart, because what had broken was the sound bar in the middle of the piano, and the top of the piano is very heavy, so we had to take that off and then bring it all home. That was quite a strain on particularly Jackie, because it's a heavy thing.
Yes.
But that was okay. We managed it. And then to repair it, I'd obviously got to get the sound bar back in place, a very awkward thing, and to repair the piano. So I'd got to think through that design, and that took a whole day to do, to get it back in. But nevertheless, I thought, well, you know, this is exactly what this verse is saying. Direct control, suggest this day all I design, or do, or say, that all my powers with all their might in thy sole glory may unite. And that's what happened with this piano. We were able to get it back together, which was, and after that we were able to bring it back to the church. And there was Michael was just arrived at church at the same time, and so we were able to carry it back in and have it back together by the end of the service on Sunday morning. So praise God, He had it all under His control.
Absolutely. And it's just such an everyday. We all have problems like that in our lives, don't we? Just every day there's something that goes wrong, and it's your attitude of that God is in this, and He.
Yeah.
What were the lines again in the hymn that you were talking about?
Well, so the first one. Well, basically, we should bring the day to God first thing in the morning, and that whole attitude is good. to think about, what have I got to do today? What is it that the Lord wants me to do today? So that's the first verse. Shake off dull sloth and joyful rise. And then the next verse was looking, in conversation, be sincere. Keep conscience as the noonday clear. Well, we know what it's like if you've got no clouds in the sky, that we do things wrong. In fact, there's another verse here, thy misspent time, at thy time misspent redeem, thy precious time each present day, thy last esteem. So we should think about, this may be our last day on earth. Improve thy talent with due care, for the great day thyself prepare. So this old saint from 1700 had realised that actually we should be thinking about this every day. We should start the day with the Lord, and we should try and consider those things. So then in conversation, be sincere, keep conscience as the noonday clear. We should clear with God anything we've done wrong. We need to clear that with him immediately, and that's really what these verses are talking about, is that we need to be keeping our hearts, clearing away any sins that are blocking us.
Yeah.
And then God is watching over us in all things. He knows our secret thoughts. But that's great if we can be clear with him. Boom. And if we can follow what he wants, what better thing can we do?
Yeah.
And that's the lovely thing. And I'm 79 now, and basically this has been an experience of the last 60 years.
Wonderful.
So basically, the Lord has wonderful things to take us to different places, do different things, and if our minds are in his hands, it's fantastic.
That's just wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Ken.